Well, hello and welcome to the first ever Crescent Lake Club weekly What's What. Be recapping this week's big stories that have us buzzing on crescentlakeclub.com, so be sure to follow there if you are not already. First up, we have Crescent Lake Club Managing Director Courtney, also known as Nola Disney Mama. She wrote a new series that she started this week with What's in My Park Bag, and this one focused on girls' trips, so definitely give that a check out. Then next up, we had news from Hollywood Studios and Fairfax Fair, Docking Bay 7, Ronto Roasters, Hollywood Scoops. They all got some menu updates, some new items added. I know a lot of people have been out there trying them already, so definitely check that out on crescentlakeclub.com if you are interested in what is new at Hollywood Studios. Then we went into Making Memories was back this week. We looked at a bunch of different daytime shows that were at Epcot in the past. We had Splashtacular, Kaleidoscope, some others as well, so definitely keep up there if you have not been on our Making Memories series as we lead up to the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary, which, of course, the Crescent Lake Club will be at. Links to all of these things and more will be down below, so be sure to check them out after you're done watching this. Then we had probably the biggest news this week was Walt Disney World announced the final 4 hotels that have yet to reopen. They finally got opening dates. Disney's All-Star Music is going to open September 16th. Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, October 14th. The French Quarter, also Disney's Port Orleans, will open October 28th. And then finally, Disney's All-Star Sports will open December 9th. This is in addition to the other 2 that were already announced. Disney's Polynesian Village Resort will open July 19th. And then Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, August 26th. So these final 6 resorts will all be open by December 9th. So you'll have the full range of Walt Disney World hotels for all of 2022 then. Of course, contact any of us here at the Crescent Lake Club to help you in booking those. Epcot has finally revealed, took a while, but they finally revealed their 2021 International Food and Wine Festival menus. We had a bunch of new items, a few new booths as well, and they are holding some of those, about 7 booths off until October 1st, so you'll have to wait for some of these things, especially some of the favorites, like Belgium and stuff like that. But we had the full list of menus all up on the site right now, so you can check that out there. We also got news that the American Gardens Theater will have the bandstand musical acts back, like they did for Flower and Garden and last year's Taste of Food and Wine. So we get some musical acts there. We only have those until the end of September, so they have not announced for October and into November what they'll be doing there. It's possible we could get Eat to the Beat back for those few final 6 weeks or so. And then we had a special guest contributor this week, Matt, who has developed something called the Disney Comeback Index, and if you are familiar with that, he went into an in-depth dining look this week, and what obviously has yet to reopen, what has reopened. The whole Disney Comeback Index is a big thing, really interesting spreadsheet of sorts, which we linked to in the article, and that he shows how close we are back to normal with Walt Disney World. If I'm remembering correctly, we are about 66% or so back to quote-unquote normal with Walt Disney World. A lot of that has to do with entertainment, dining, these final few hotels. Those things will really bring it back up to that as near as 100% as we possibly can get. Then we also had Halloween Horror Nights finally, after so much teasing they've been doing, announced a brand new house that is coming to this year's Halloween Horror Nights, The Haunting of Hill House, based on the Netflix series. Will be part of this year's 30th anniversary Halloween Horror Nights. So definitely going to want to check that out later this year at Universal Orlando. Then also more Halloween news. Disneyland has announced all of their plans for what is to come with Halloween at the Disneyland Resort. We are getting Oogie Boogie Bash back at California Adventure. So on select nights in September and October, you can check that out at California Adventure. And then we also are getting attraction overlays, of course, at Radiator Springs. Halloween, our Haunted Mansion Holiday will be back, probably the most beloved overlay that they do. And then you'll get Halloween Screams in Disneyland Park with so their nighttime show there, which will be really cool. Disney Cruise Line announced more details on the Disney Wish. We got a look at Worlds of Marvel, the new dining experience that's coming on the ship. You'll have the Avengers Quantum Encounter, which you'll go with Ant-Man and the Wasp, and there'll be a quantum core at each table. And you'll be doing some test trials on some food items, shrinking and enlarging, and should be a lot of fun. Disney says it's unlike anything they've ever done before, so stay tuned for more on that. We also got a look at the large food hall that's replacing, or not really replacing, but will be the Cabanas version on this ship. Marceline Market, 10 different food stalls, all sorts of different things to eat. For breakfast and lunch, it will be just a mass kind of quick service type thing. Then it will be a sit-down table service for dinner. You'll also have the Mickey and Friends market or festival of foods on the upper decks around the pool area in there. And that will be a barbecue, Mexican fare, all sorts of different goodies themed to the Fab Five and those Mickey and Friends characters. Then we had our Foodie Find this week. Went out this morning. And that was all based on Casey's, which did return on June 30th at the Magic Kingdom. The long-awaited return. Everybody has been asking for Casey's. It's finally back. Mini corn dog nuggets, hot dogs, cheese sauce, everything you can imagine is back at Casey's. It is mobile order only, but definitely give a check to the Foodie Find this week on the Crescent Lake Club. Then we also got today, Disney shared a behind-the-scenes look at the Jungle Cruise reimagining. Both Disneyland and Walt Disney World are getting this. We've been seeing the progress throughout Walt Disney World. It has yet to reopen officially at Disneyland, but come July 16th, we will be getting that at Disneyland. We don't have an official opening date for the final touches at Walt Disney World yet, but I'm sure that will be coming soon as well. Last and certainly not least is free beer is back at SeaWorld. If you remember in past years, they have done free beer promotion to kind of entice guests to come in. You can get one free beer a day. The selections do rotate. Currently running 2 selections over at SeaWorld that started today. Will run through August 12th. And that's just a great promotion if you are looking to go to SeaWorld, get a free beer instead of paying like $10 for what a beer normally costs. But yeah, and that will do it, I think, for this week's weekly What's What on the Crescent Lake Club. Be sure to follow along, subscribe here on YouTube. A lot to come. Yesterday we had our Thursday version of Wind Down Wednesday. Monday we will have Marvel Monday back. And then, of course, hopefully Sunday, one of these Sundays, we'll get back together and have the whole crew, or at least majority of the crew, to talk some trip planning for what's to come with the 50th anniversary and more. So we'll see you soon.